Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to you with that instant basketball analysis exclusively on YouTube. You know, I'm posting this on Analysis Playground there. And the Dallas Mavericks outscored the Charlotte Hornets 103-96. They held Charlotte under 100 points. Obviously, no Brandon Miller or LaMelo Ball in this game, but it was still fun to watch. And the season series is tied as the Hornets did beat the Mavericks this year, and the Mavericks just beat them, so they don't face each other again into next year because the Hornets look like they're going to be eliminated not too far from now because they're 14-44, and they also 5-24 on the road. Whereas Dallas needed to win this game because this is a team that they should be able to beat. They go to 32-28 and 19-11 at home. Dallas Mavericks closed out the first quarter 25-24. The second quarter was 25-25. The third quarter, Dallas won that one 23-18. And then they won the fourth quarter 30-29. Never really ever being outplayed by the Hornets. The Hornets just kept getting what they wanted, but Dallas was able to make more shots and it was able to hit more plays in the fourth quarter than the Hornets was. And it's just a small difference that they needed to continue to play with just to keep creating a little bit of separation to be able to win this game handedly. Because, of course, the Hornets made a run that allowed them to get in striking distance to be able to win this game. But they couldn't slow down the Mavericks enough to be able to win the game. Miles Bridges was really big for them offensively. I know he was 9-24 from the field and 2 of 8 from 3, but he really was making timely buckets to keep the game close in this one, and he finished with 20 points and 12 rebounds. He also had 6 assists as he was one of the main focal points of what they was trying to do offensively. He also had 1 block, 4 turnovers, 3 personal fouls, and a -4 and plus minus. Mark Williams, 10 of 18 from the field. He was also 6 of 7 from the free throw line. He had 26 points and 16 boards, so a double-double for him too. He just kept it simple and stayed in the paint and tried to go straight up or dunk it. That's all he has to do because he's so mobile, so strong and athletic. He can get to the spot and just be a terror because of that. He also had 3 assists and a block, 3 turnovers. He had 5 personal fouls, and then he played 31 minutes. And he was a -2 and plus minus. Josh Green, he was 2 of 6 from the field. Most of his shots came from 3, where he was 2 of 5 from 3. He was also 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He did get 2 assists and 2 rebounds, 3 personal fouls, -7 and plus -7 points. Nick Smith Jr., 5 of 14 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 3 rebounds, 1 was offensive, 7 assists, 2 personal fouls, -10 and plus -12 points. And then KJ Simpson, he was 5 of 10 from the field. He was 1 of 3 from the three-point line. He had 5 assists and 4 rebounds. One of his was offensive with 2 steals, 2 turnovers, -8 and plus -11 points. Josh Green was the only player that didn't get double figures off the bench. They didn't have a crazy amount of stuff that the bench did for them. It was only one player that played a bunch of minutes, or a lot of them, which was Damon. He was 1 of 8 from the field, though, and 0 of 2 from the three-point line off the bench, but he still got 2 rebounds. 1 was offensive and 2 assists. And he also had 3 turnovers, and he finished as a -5 and plus minus with 2 points. The other guys was Taj Gibson. He only played 4 minutes, but he still finished 2 of 2 from the field, had 1 offensive rebound. That was all he had rebounding wise, and he also had 1 turnover, but he finished a +1 and plus minus with 4 points. Musa played the best off the bench. He played 13 minutes. He was 4 of 7 from the field. He did miss a free throw, and that was his only free throw attempt. He did have 6 rebounds. 4 was offensive. He went with 1 steal, and he had 1 turnover and 2 personal fouls by the end of the night. And he was a -6 and plus minus. Seth Curry took a shot from 3 and missed it. He also missed his free throw. And those 14 minutes he played, he still ended up with 2 rebounds, and he finished as a +3 and plus minus. And Daquan Jeffries, he played 17 minutes. He was 2 of 8 from the field, finished 0 of 3 from the three-point line and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 8 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive with 1 turnover and a personal foul. He was a +3 and plus minus. But like I said, with those 6 points, the rest of the guys, it was either injured or they didn't play coach's decision. 40 of 98, 40% from the field, 7 of 27, 27% from 3, 9 of 13, 69% from the free throw line, 14 offensive rebounds, 56 rebounds total, 25 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks, 15 turnovers, and 16 personal fouls. And then you look at the Dallas Mavericks, where they did a good job of spreading the floor and forcing them to defend, even though they didn't really have that many bigs like they usually have. No Gafford, no Lively, no PJ Washington either this game, no Anthony Davis, but Najee Marshall started tonight. He had 33 minutes played, but the problem was he was 1 of 11 from the field and 0 of 6 from 3, one of his worst games of the season, but he still had 9 rebounds in 33 minutes, and 2 of them was offensive. He also had 6 assists, but he had also 2 turnovers, 1 personal foul. He was a +8 and plus minus. Moses Brown was 9 of 14 from the field, 2 of 3 from the three-point line, 20 points. He also had a double-double with 11 rebounds. 2 of them was offensive. He did protect the paint and start crossing over and roaming, and you like to see that. He finished with 3 steals and 2 blocks, but he did have 4 personal fouls in 31 minutes, but he did go with a +14 by the end of the game. Kyrie Irving was their best player. He just continued to attack and continue to score, and they didn't really have an answer for him. They just tried to make it tough for him, which they did a good job at, but he finished 11 of 24 from the field and 2 of 9 from 3, but he was 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He still had 9 rebounds, 1 of them was offensive, and 5 assists. Also was able to get 2 blocks and 2 steals tonight. Before the game was over, he finished with 2 turnovers and 3 personal fouls. He is a +21 and plus minus with those 25 points. Klay Thompson scored here and there. He finished with 6 of 12 shooting, which was great. 4 of 7 from 3, which was great. And 2 of 3 from the free throw line. You would take it. 2 rebounds for him. 1 of them was offensive and 2 blocks. He was a +6 and plus minus. Max Christie, he didn't really score in the flow of the system outside of the 3-point shots. The other shot was a shot that he got close to the rim and was able to finish it. Other than that, he missed the rest of the shots, but he finished 3 of 8 from the field and 2 of 3 from the 3-point line. He had 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 personal foul. He was a +10 and plus minus with 8 points. Oliver Prosper played 4 minutes. He was 0 of 3 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3. 1 rebound for him, 1 steal. He was a -1 and plus minus. Kessler Edwards was 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line. 1 rebound, 1 turnover, -3 and plus minus with 3 points. Dwight Powell, 3 of 6 from the field, 6 rebounds, 4 of them was offensive, 3 assists. 1 personal foul, -5 and plus minus with 6 points. Spencer Dinwiddie was 3 of 9 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds for him, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover, -4 and plus minus 8 points. And Dante Exum was 3 of 4 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3. He was also 5 of 5 from the free throw line. He kept finding a way to get to the rim and finish. He was using that length and that quickness, and he was great defensively because he had 4 steals and 1 block and just guarded right. Even if he didn't get the steal or the block, he stayed in front of guys and made people dribble or pass up the ball. Just a great defensive game from Dante Exum, using that length and that athleticism to his full advantage. Like I said, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals, 1 block, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul in 25 minutes. He was a -1 and plus minus with 12 points. And Jaden Hardy played 3 minutes. He was 0 of 2 from the field and 0 of 1 from 3. He didn't do anything else in those 3 minutes. He was a -8 and plus minus. And PJ Washington had a right ankle sprain, and that's why he didn't play. 40 of 97, 41% from the field, 11 of 36, 30% from the free throw line. 12 of the 16, 75% from the free throw line. 10 offensive rebounds, 48 rebounds total. 23 assists, 12 steals, 7 blocks, 1 turnover, and 11 personal fouls. And they barely got past 100, but that's all they needed to do to be able to beat the Charlotte Hornets today. And I'm impressed because these are the games that teams usually lose, and Dallas don't want to go lower in the playoff spots in the Western Conference, so they went out there and they lost. They helped the Charlotte Hornets lose, I should say, by using Kyrie as a leader. He kept going at the defenders. He kept trying to make plays. He was trying to carry them offensively. Then he started saying, you know what? I got to let these other guys contribute too. So let me get out of the way a little bit and let these other guys get the ball in their hands so they can make shots and make plays too. And it really helped uplift this team to be able to beat a scrappy Hornets team that was showing you that they didn't mind going at them either, because they wanted to beat the Dallas Mavericks. That's why they laced up their shoes. That's why they put their uniform on and came out here aggressively attacking the Dallas Mavericks. They wanted this win just as much as the Mavericks wanted it, but the Mavericks just had more shot making ability and they just played a little bit harder defensively, and that was a small difference, but it was enough to make them win this game. And sometimes that's all you really have to do. Sometimes it just try harder or just pick the right spots when you do play defense, and then it's just about, can you make plays or make shots? And the Mavericks did that just enough just to be able to win this game. And it hurts when you don't have your best player and LaMelo Ball, and it hurts when you don't have your best defenders. You have to do some things that's uncharacteristic of yourself, but that's what you're supposed to do. We pay you, and we want to see you be the best player that you can be, and also help your teammates out as much as you can. And that's what we've seen the Mavericks do. The Hornets still trying to figure that out. They just didn't have it, and they just didn't know where to go, while the Hornets knew that they was going to get the ball to Kyrie and try to go through him as much as they can. And if they slow him down, just make the other guys hurt you. And the Mavericks was able to do that, and they was able to win because of that. Their guys and their others stepped up. Charlotte didn't have enough of those guys stepping up. It was just Mark Williams and Miles Bridges just trying to do whatever they could to score as much points as they could. And they just didn't have enough around them to be able to beat a team like the Dallas Mavericks. And it's crazy to see how deep the Mavericks is, because this isn't the first time they won a game being shorthanded or having a lot of injuries. They just figure out how to get it done even if it's close. And that's all you have to do in a regular season. You know, we know that the lineups and everything is going to be different throughout the season because it's a long season. But the Mavericks will prepare for that. They trust what they have. They respect most of the whole team, respect everybody on the court. And you can just see how the way they play when they're going against other teams. But I think that this was an important win for the Mavericks. They needed it because this is a game where they could have lost, but they found a way to get it done. And that's what you have to continue to do for the rest of the season, because the West is just that brutal and unforgiving that you can't lose games like this even as the season continues to go on. And I'm not saying they want to lose them. It just is that hard to win that you have to do all the stuff that they did in this game just to beat a team like Charlotte, who's missing their best player, and they still was a tough team to beat. Man, the NBA is crazy, but we got to give credit to the Mavericks for getting it done. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. And if you're new to the channel, I do conversation videos just like this on NBA content only and different topics on the NBA situations throughout the years. You can check out my channel. I have over 3,000 videos on my channel. I also got breakdowns with real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and future stars, mock draft, and draft coverage in general. Two, if you want that type of content, I have so many things that I'll offer. I suggest you to check out the channel after you watch this video. Other than that, my social media is on my channel too, so you can follow me on there, or you can message me on there too, or you can just hit me up on my email. That's also on my channel. Other than that, you guys stay blessed. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for accepting the content for what it is and enjoying it. Thank y'all for continuing to come back to the channel and watching. And thank y'all for being the best fans that I can have. I'm happy with what I do. I'm going to continue to do what I do. You guys made me happy because the way y'all appreciate the content and how y'all always come back watching it. Like I said before, I had to say it twice so you know I'm in it. But other than that, y'all be good. Y'all have fun. The weekend is almost upon us again already. Yeah, here come the weekend again in a couple minutes. Other than that, I'll see you guys later with more analysis today. And I'm going for now, hopefully.